is a message to all commanders. Please use this feed while maneuvering the ship inside the docking bay. Greetings to all visitors. Please align to your side pads, and thanks for choosing this facility. We advise that all commanders be aware of their speed while in and around the starport. Thank you for your cooperation. Ensure you have received authorization before entering the docking bay. If you don't have access permission, please exit the facility immediately. In order to sustain traffic flow smoothly, please follow standard operating procedures and accept docking permission before entering the starport. We'd like to welcome all commanders to this facility. Please ensure you complete all
Good morning, everyone. How are you doing? It's a lovely day outside. It's bright and sunny and shiny and new and fresh. And, okay, I have to authenticate ED Materials, ED Odyssey Materials helper with the Frontier servers. So bear with me just a moment. Just had that drop in my lap, like literally now. So settings. So how's your weekend been? Mine's been good. Okay. Oops. I need to click on that icon there. Righty-ho. Control Shift L. And logging in. Okay. Two-factor authentication. There we go. And approve that. Okay, so ED materials, ED Odyssey materials helper is now hooked up and tangled into the rest of my game. So colonization is still going, and let's see. So last week, obviously, colonized 2 more systems just because, well, hey, that's what the squirrel wanted, and what the squirrel wants, the squirrel gets. God help us all. And so, yeah, so I'm just doing the hard yards and the hard graft and so forth with building up the Orbis station. So still doing that. Well, how far have we gotten along? So started off at a great big chunk of change required. And since then, obviously, oops, let's see. Okay, there we are. And Raven Colonial, there we go. So B55-5, be nice if I could give it a nickname. And let's have a look. So I've been doing some more, so trying to do some more construction and so forth in the area, and turns out I kind of made a big boo-boo. Tried building one particular type of installation, accidentally ended up building another type of installation, so it all went sideways from there. So I went, okay, that's okay, I can fix this, I'll just demolish this system, the new constructs. And yeah, now I have to wait until the server tick for the construction sites to actually go away. So, hello Thursday, looking forward to meeting you again. That being said, yeah, still got some slots and so forth that I can fill up with. But yeah, it's hang on, we're going to with 1B and 1C. Where are we? There we go. What is it? 1B is, oh yes. Yep, so a grand total of 4. 4 facilities that I'm now waiting for the server tick to go bye-byes on, so I can sort of like map it out properly and do it properly. So in between then and now, I have to basically just concentrate on the Orbis. So that's what I'm going to do. Save that. Oh, hang on, I forgot to check. What's my construction progress on the Orbis? So 28% completed at the moment, I think. Might be 30. Where are we? There it is. 28%. I was right first time. Yay! I have good memory. Right. Okay, so testing the most important function of the whole stream. There we go. Excellent. And there's the other one. Okay, so streaming, just have a quick look at both of them, make sure that I'm up and running and doing what's good. Okay, good there, and good there. Time to turn the stream management on my phone on. Be so much easier if I actually put it up on things. So there's that. So that's stream manager, and there we go. Alrighty then, let's go pick up some mats. Okay. There we are. Okay, so First off, we're just going to quickly do my usual start of run, bolstering of the power place situation over yonder. Then, obviously, we will then brain working now. No, it's good. Wait, I have no idea.
You have Vista.
Oh dear. Anyway, so as I was saying, it's nice and shiny out there. It's a very lovely day out there, but bitterly cold. Very, very cold. Too cold for most people, I reckon. Well, too cold for this black duck wearing fool, I tell you what. Okay. Let's just boogie on out of here. Yeah, so as I was saying, first full weekend of night shifts in a while, and I'm on night shifts for a month. So yeah, it's all fun and games until someone loses their mind. And here's the vitally important thinky juice. And I see we've got people joining us already. Good morning to you. Say hi. Thank you for sharing your time with me. Hope I'm not too much of a disappointment. And as I stated, yep, just doing some system colonization and apparently single-handedly building an Orbis station because everyone else in. And yep, I did my first loop of shame for the day because I got distracted by schmutz on my keyboard. Okay, how bad is it? It's 200 light seconds. Well, not so bad. So as I was saying, first lot of night shift weekend work and so forth for quite a while. And obviously handling lots and lots of inbound calls and so forth because everybody's got to have their time on the wheel. And yeah, encountered some absolutely lovely people, and I don't say that in jest, I actually mean it. These people were absolutely wonderful. And so they were the high point of my working weekend, and so I'm not going to complain about that at all. And for the most part, yeah, things were pretty uneventful. No major, didn't have to be professionally unpleasant to people over the phone and ask them awkward questions about why they were trying to send all of their money off to a Nigerian prince. There was one person who did confirm a scam event through trying to buy a motor vehicle and so forth. Tried buying it sight unseen. Thankfully for us, we placed a precautionary hold on the payment because our security system is trained and programmed to be professionally paranoid. So we managed to stop the payment from going through before some scammer can get unnecessarily richer. So that was a good day for me.
Use of automated docking computer permitted. You are clear to hand over control.
And I may not have the beard for much longer. I've just got this weird skin rashy type thing and so forth, and it's quite irritating at the moment. So the beard may have to come up so that the skin rash can be treated, and then maybe bring the beard back. Even though, I mean, it's nice and soft now, but in the early stages, it's quite scratchy and stuff like that, and my wife just doesn't like it. And, you know what they say, happy wife, happy life. Obviously that, maybe the beard should just come off and stay off, and try my hand at being clean shaven regularly as opposed to perpetually scruffy. Try that for a while and see how that pans out. Okay, time to pick up those power play materials first.
Touchdown confirmed. Systems offline.
That
Enjoy
way,
your
Doug.
stay, Commander. Your comfort is our top priority.
Oh, getting a double header today. Yay! Okay, now we top off with titanium. Doesn't really matter where I buy it from, because here or at my home stomping ground, it's titanium is titanium. Okay, so home ground. Oh, and I forgot to check how I'm doing on the community goal. I think I'm still in the top 75% there, but I'm not paying too much attention to it. So I'll have a look at that while I jump, or while I take off. Okay, let's have a look here. What have we got? Community goals. What are we looking at here? So, oh yeah. It's looking like we're only going to be getting a total completion rate of about 40% over the next 3 days. Yeah, I think some of the luster and allure. Oh, for the love of Pete! Okay, hang on. Okay, I'm in trouble. Okay, yep, I am totally stuck here. Okay, I'm going to try and exit out of this. Exit to main menu. I am not going to have myself balked out by a ridiculous frigging docking computer that refuses to pay attention to obstacles. This is how Skynet starts. It starts small. It starts with automatic pilots on computer games, and then it just gets up there, and before you know it, we're cowering inside caves and so forth, eating canned food, and and trying not to be exterminated by rogue robots. Okay, let's just have a look. Yep, everything is still... Yes. Right, and still going to where we... Yes, excellent. Auto launch. Okay, do not allow this PC, this autopilot with delusions of suicidal grandeur. Just... No. You're not in control now. Bad monkey.
Landing coupler disengaged. You are reminded to observe safe speeds when traversing the docking bay. Please regulate your speed and accommodate oncoming.
Right, there we go.
Speed restrictions lifted. Imperial Flight Operations Bureau wish you a safe onward journey.
So that's today's dose of fun and excitement. My autopilot trying to kill me by sticking me to the side of the interior of the station until the guns take over. Yep, not gonna happen, sunshine. keep going. Okay, let's just quickly do a duck and weave on this one. Not going to do the loop of shame, going to do the minor head bob of embarrassment. See, no loop of shame required. So what is the actual temperature out there? It's only 10 degrees out there. Yuck. Right. Okay, so last little bit. Let's get in there.
Sorgan Peterson, Whiskey Yankee Lima. Welcome to the station, Commander. Please fly safely. Request approved. Proceed to Bay 25.
Okay, so
Automated docking
getting
initiated.
along with the first cargo run of the day. Let's see what the actual power play influence is like in this neck of the woods. Why am I doing this? I just want to go there. No, I want that one. There we go. Got there eventually. So, ooh, not good, not good. I can only assume the autopilot is making up its mind as to whether or not to impale us all on the toast rack. Yeah, back off, give yourself a good run up, and then spike yourself on one of those glowing light things. Go on, go ahead. You know you want to. Did I turn the heater off? Yes, yes I did. Right then, okay, so
Engaging docking restraint.
services,
Greetings, Commander.
contacts. Okay, and power contact, and just drop off this stuff. Excellent. Go right back. Commodities market, Doug. Not the starport customization. Okay, so we want 500 more tons of titanium. Right, construction zone time. I've got to delete that bookmark as well. There we go. Okay, that was very, very smooth as an exit from the station goes. Very happy with that. So,
Clear of the station. We hope to see you again, Commander.
righty then. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. I wonder if that crate that just disappeared is somebody after cargo without the, without the streak of paying for it. Okay, it looks like the ring system is going to be its usual hard to spot self. Well, there he is. Just visible there. Okay. I get a oh, there he is. Just get a little bit of... No, there we go. Okay, start. I hate this ring system. It needs to die. He's hoping I can leave old Numbat behind. Right, here we go. Get in there before that damn annoying pirate pops up again. Okay. Now, that was interesting. Interesting from the point of view of, oh god, we're going to die. Right. Okay, let's get the hell out of here. Now, let's see, where are you? 14 minutes ago. Right. Yes, I'm just hearing some weird stuff in the background of the house, which shouldn't actually be doing because, well, I'm here all alone. Well, me and the golden retrievers. Right. So the fact that I was hearing weird stuff was, well, weird. Didn't want to be hearing it. Okay, ducking under the sun, outside the exclusion zone. Okay, loop of shame time. Can't avoid this one. Right, okay. Fun and games for the day out of the way. One murderous autopilot at the beginning of the stream. A pirate intent on smearing me all over a planetary ring system just now. What else could go wrong? Don't say that. That's probably going to be an open invitation for what else to go wrong to go wrong. Just be grateful for what you've got. A very large order of titanium to fill. Oh, but then bliss upon bliss upon bliss upon bliss. 33 loads of CMM composite to pick up. I hate planetary landings in this bloody ship. So Raven Colonial is saying that I've pretty much trucked 159,000 tons worth of stuff into this system, and that's not including the stuff that I've also delivered as part of this Orbis that I'm building. So I'm all truckered out. Boom! Dad joke for life here. Oh, and I see we've got visitors in the Twitch stream. So thanks for joining us today. Hope I'm not too much of a disappointment. So thank you for sharing your time. Say hi in the comment section and so forth if you want. If not, I'm also cool with that as well. So your presence is greatly appreciated. Okay, so are you taking part in the community goal at the moment, or are you sort of like joined in for a little bit and then moving on to other endeavours and so forth, pretty much like I have? So I've only delivered less than 10 runs of cargo, I think. Yeah, definitely less than 10. I think I've only delivered about 8. Yeah, no. Yeah. Big community gold out of late, to tell you the truth. Yeah, the community goals are pretty much at the moment just much of the same. So I can understand why this one's going to be getting only about 40% of total order required or requested. So let's put in an order for something like 350 million tons worth of stuff, and they're only going to get about 40% of that, which is what, 35, that's 70, about 140 million tons worth of stuff, I think. Okay, watch the paintwork, watch the paintwork. I'm always a little bit concerned when the autopilot moves with speed and confidence, because I've seen it in action. It deserves neither. Especially of late, oh my goodness, since the operations update, the autopilot has been less about flying and more about feeling. Like literally just sticking a hand out and going, is it there? Is it there? And you know, as for auto dock on something like anything with a flat approach to it, so not like the Coriolis stations or any of the big stations, but yeah, the outposts or the carriers and so forth, flying, letting the auto dock do its thing on that. Thank God I've got shields, because it just points it straight at the deck and just goes bonk. Which wouldn't be so bad. It's mildly terrifying. It's almost as bad in the Cobra Mark V as it is in the Kestrel. So yeah, the autopilot needs tweaking, because at the moment it's got a death wish. Okay, so okay, time to fight the ring system again. Okay, let's try and get something. Yep, there it is. Come in over the pole. Yeah, so that ring system, totally faint. It's just ridiculously hard to see, and it's not just that narrow band you can basically almost see right now. There's a bigger chunk either side of it and so forth, which is even harder to see. You just basically give up. You know, you find it when you find it through the exciting experience of litho breaking. Okay. Am I going to be running into ring before I run into clear approach? Always get nervous around that one. Okay, where's my docking slot? There it is. Okay, I'm going to let the autopilot take it from here because I doubt if there's any scope for it to mess up completely like it normally wants to do. Oh no, wait, there's a standoff platform there it could have run into. Oh, well, I could have run into it, and it didn't. Good autopilot. This time. Okay, more titanium to pick up, or do I want to do some of the CMM composite? Not really. I so really don't want to do any planetary landings at the moment. I just don't want to. Okay. And we are behind the planet this time. Okay, so point missiles in the general. Okay, let's see. Hang on. Yep, we're going to go up this way. Let's just point right at the... Okay, there we go. Not so bad. Yeah, that ring system is... Somebody should put lights on it. And as for using it for mining and so forth, I think it's got a tiny little pocket of birchendite on it. So the birchendite hotspot, by way of saying, sorry for being a complete and utter jerkface that gets in the way of everything. You have a tiny, almost insulting hotspot to make up for everything else I put you through. Yeah, it's not enough. Ooh, that was an interesting glitch.
Zorgan Peterson, Whiskey Yankee Lima. Welcome to the station, Commander. Please fly safely. Request approved. Cleared for landing on pad 3-9er. Automated docking initiated.
Just going to stand up for a quick moment. I've got something twitching in my left hip. I'll be right back.
Docking complete. Engaging docking restraints. You are most welcome, Commander.
Sorry about that. I was out there and then there was unexpected delivery at the door, so I had to take care of that too. Okay, so we are picking up more titanium. And I am... okay, I think I'm going to do 1 or 2 more runs out for the community goal as well, I reckon. Yeah, that might be something fun to do. Righto. Oops. What the blazes was that? Okay, so I'll bring this off down to, yeah, I'll finish off the titanium and then I'll do some community goal stuff. Only got several more loads to pick up and deliver after this. Shouldn't be too much of a drama.
Ship uncoupled. You are go for departure.
Fear the cute puppies. Fear them. That feature will never ever get old. Right, here we go. Somebody went zipping past me really, really quick.
Clear station perimeter. Be careful out there, Commander.
Okay. Yeah, so where was I? I was talking about my weekend at work. So night shift very much agrees with me. I do like it. Very much a night owl, always have been. My opinions of morning is that the only really useful thing that they do is they stop the wrong ends of afternoon and night from bumping into each other. Other than that, you know, I'm not a big fan. Okay, okay, I'm gonna have to do the duck and weave of embarrassment, but not the loop of shame. There we go. Saved myself from further heartache and pain. Oh, speaking of pain. There's that ring system again. And there we go. No nasty collisions this time. Okay, there you are. Get past the outer barriers. Because otherwise the autopilot will try and hang them on me, or hang me from them. Okay, can't get into too much trouble on that one. Okay, 7 more loads to deliver. I'm just going to stop it at 5, I reckon. Just do 2 more runs of this and then go and pick up some more stuff for the community goal. There we go. Makes it look easy. Oh, ouch. All right. And yep, could not avoid that one. I don't know if there's anything I can mine in this system. I'm going to have to do some reinforcement of this system for power play. It's just getting a little bit anxious. Right.
Sorgan Peterson, Whiskey Yankee Lima. Thank you for choosing our station, Commander. We hope you find everything to your liking. Request approved. Please head directly for Bay 40. You are approved for order.
So my middle child and his bestie did some teamwork with operations yesterday. They said that the optimization and so forth on it, especially with regards to frame rate and so forth, really needs some work. My middle child's got a rig with a fairly beefy card in it, and it was chugging along at 40 frames per second, he says. So there's some optimization that definitely needs to be done. I haven't knocked about with it yet. Just it's been on my to-do list, but it just hasn't gotten off the to-do list and into the done list yet. And maybe I'll give that a try later. Okay, Starport Services, get myself some more of that yummy titanium.
You are most welcome, Commander.
But it's nice to see Frontier Developments are, basically getting the bugs and so forth out, especially with regards to the network loading and so forth, the server loads. It was just, when operations first came out, just buying commodities was painful. Very, very painful.
Detachment complete. Exit the station quickly and safely.
Right. Okay, come on. Let's go. Let's go. No nodding off on the job. I know you've been awake all night, and it's... Oh my god, how long have I been awake for? Just night shift work, daylight gaming, minimal sleep at either end. It's just part of my life.
Clear out the station. Have a safe journey.
Oh, hello, and hello, Coins. Welcome back. Good seeing you again. How was your weekend? So, yeah, my weekend was good. Obviously, I was doing, my weekend will be tomorrow and Wednesday night. So everyone else's weekend was the middle of my work week, with night shift and so forth combined. But it was good. It was good. Got to stop some people from being ripped off online, so that's always a good thing. Got to have myself one of my come on, really? Hang on a moment. There we go. That should get me nicely into the... Yeah. Brian LeBode, where are you? Rusty Wagner. Yeah, as I was saying, got to have one of my conversations with one of my customers, slotted up for maybe a bit of reward and recognition this month. So they're going to give me if I win, it's a $50 gift voucher and so forth, which obviously I can store or spend on me. So here's hoping that one comes good, because I really did well with that customer and so forth. Got them to stop a potential scam before the money could leave their account fully, and on top of that, gave them a few extra pointers and so forth on how to save themselves from the perils and this rampaging dumpster fire, frankly speaking, that is Facebook Marketplace. Just some of the scams and so forth that get through that are just diabolical. Most of the time, though, it's just chintzy little goods and services scams. Hey, let me sell this car I don't have to 38 different people all at once. It'd be nice if Facebook Marketplace had something like profile limits and so forth on it, so you can only get involved in I hate you. You only get involved in selling stuff in Facebook Marketplace after you've had a solid year of making it... What the heck? Okay, this just suddenly got a lot more interesting than it should have been. And the local authorities have decided to step in and tell this person here that no, their presence is not wanted. Okay, so that's going to buff out. had a really interesting morning on this game so far. I've had ring systems appear out of nowhere before I could actually finish getting things taken care of. I've had pirates try and interdict me more than once. One interdicted me straight into the ring system that caught me again this time. Right at the beginning, leaving the station for the very first time. Oh, seriously? Oh, good grief, that guy was persistent. Okay, where's my docking spot? I've had enough aggravation. I don't want the autopilot killing me on a gantry. Oh, lordy, lordy. What did I do to deserve this level of fun and excitement? Congratulations, autopilot. You completely blew that approach. Okay, so fill up on that. Right. So, had a one-on-one with my people lead at 5 o'clock this morning. And, you know, he decided it was going to be take care of that now because the next time I'm on any sort of sane and rational working hour will be late August when I go back onto my 3 to 11:30 p.m. shifts. So, you know, he decided that. After the World Cup final, he's going to have a one-on-one with me and just see how we're tracking over the next 90 days and stuff like that. Yeah, so it's all good. He very much appreciated that. Well, let's see what I'm doing. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm hitting the go button. Oh, okay, well, hit the smaller go button and then the big one. There we go. So, what have I done to this system that make it so pirate happy at the moment? I didn't think it was that bad. Security levels are plus 6.7 on this system at the moment. It's not that bad. It's not great, but it's not terrible. Looks like I'm going to have to build a couple of extra military outposts and so forth just to keep myself from being unmolested. Oh, sorry, keep myself from being molested, rather. Too early on that one. Too early indeedies. There we go. Much better. And so how's your weekend, 3 coins? Get up to much? Yeah. Know the feeling, know the feeling. Yep, so last night I'm having my meal break at 3 in the morning, and towards the end I went, wait a minute, where's my Amazon package? My rotten offspring didn't bring it into the house and so forth, so it's pretty much most of yesterday and much of the night sitting next to the front door of my house and just kind of going, no porch pirate here today. Or the cartridge itself was just too small to be noticed from the street.
Yankee Lima, welcome to the station, Commander. Please fly safely.
And it wasn't anything particularly impressive, it was just a whole bunch of M3 hex head bolts. And I needed a good quantity of 30mm ones.
Please head directly for Bay 2.
Because I just had a couple of 3D printing projects that needed to be properly bolted up and fastened and stuff like that, including a rather nifty little 3D printed egg carton, but you really can't call it carton because it's not not made of cardboard. Or egg holdery type thing, holds a dozen eggs in little grippy hand type things. And then sort of like the PLA impact case around it and so forth, so not a lot's going to be making the eggs break, I don't think. Well, I suppose it could. No, don't run into the pointy bits. As I was saying, I suppose you could, if you worked it, you could break the eggs on the inside of the case. But you'd really have to work at it. And so impressed with the bolts I bought, I jumped onto Amazon again this morning and bought more. Because it only had 15 of the type of bolts I needed immediately, and I ended up using 10 of them almost immediately. Okay, pick up another load of titanium and then go rampaging out to the community goal and
Have you with us, Commander?
do some buying and selling for that. And also, because I've been bouncing off ring systems and with emergency stops, yep, there's my ship integrity just a little bit dinged up.
Disengage from landing pad. Exit the station quickly and safely.
I had to give way to an ASP scout. Right, next up. Hello, Brandon. How are you doing? How's your Monday/Sunday been so far?
Clear of the station. Have a safe journey.
Welcome to the stream. Thank you for sharing your time with us. Here's hoping I'm not too much of a disappointment. Yep, so... what the hell, let's just finish off the titanium first and then go rampaging back over to the community goal. So, currently... I'm just building up, as it says at the top of the screen here. I'm doing some heavy-duty hauling for an Orbis station, and I seem to have picked the most inopportune place to actually put one. So I'm right next to a planet with a stealth ring system, so it's really, really hard to spot in the dark because it's a bucket load of space away from the red dwarf star it's orbiting, and red dwarfs don't throw out much in the way of light to begin with, and I'm a good distance away from it. So final approach for this particular construction site is always a nightmare. And if you'd been here during the last run, you would have seen me being pursued by a pirate, colliding with a ring system, having the pirate jump on my ass and start lobbing missiles at me by way of saying, hey, let some of your stuff go. Got out of that pretty much mostly intact. Then going into the construction site and the pirate's back and I bounced my hull off him. And seeing as, oh no. Nope. I am not getting involved in the ring system there. Not at this rate of speed. Yeah, so what sort of engineering are you doing on your Type 11? Okay, let's go a little bit higher. And if you peek closely and squint a bit, you'll be able to see part of that stealth ring system I was telling you about. There it is on the little red dot right there. And the last time, I came in at too shallow an angle and ran into ring before I could get into the jump zone, the jump point for the construction site, and it just went downhill from there. Okay, so that was just a passenger liner blinking out of existence for me. Thank you. Oh yeah. Yeah, I generally don't engineer my mining ships. I just go by the old adage of get yourself oh right, yeah. When I'm doing mining and so forth, the only thing I have to worry about is NPC pirates, really, and provided you've got a hold full of limpets when they come and inspect you for the first and only time. After that, it's plain sailing until such time as you go off and try and move your ship to a market where you can sell the stuff you've just mined, in which case, it just gets pear-shaped after that. So, not too sure what's happening with my system at the moment, but I seem to have turned it into a pirate magnet. Another load to go. What are we doing? Okay, we're up to 30% already. It's only been 2 weeks. 31%. I told a lie. Okay, flip a coin. Do I do the last 5 loads and then community goal? Or do I community goal right away? Quick, somebody in the audience, tell me what to do. Yeah, it's pirate magnet's good, yeah, except for the fact that I'm flying around in an unarmed, unshielded Panther Clipper, whose main claim to fame is being able to haul 1,320 tons worth of stuff at a speed and grace similar to that of a drunken narcoleptic cow. The only thing that really saves me a lot is I've got point defense turrets top and bottom. So when pirates start lobbing missiles at me, there's a fair chance that the missiles are going to blow up before they reach me. Okay, I think I am going to... Do I want to do it just yet? No, I will. I will stay on task for once. Yep. Okay. Let's go get the rest of my titanium and then go chasing after rares and commodities and so forth for the community gold. Frankly, yeah. Frankly, yes. I've had some fun in this Panther Clipper. It's during the Radacoida Wars. I was very, very effective in literally dumping shit all over markets of my opposing factions and so forth, and getting an insane number of merits and stuff that way. Yeah, it was just and it was just a merit miner. It was just ridiculous how you choose the right commodity to dump, and I was picking up something like God, how much was it? It's 3,500 merits per load of shit dumped. It was brutal. And and just some of the other community goals and so forth, being able to haul a moon one small chunk at a time, I was making ridiculous amounts of cash. I would literally go out in my Type 11 mine or whatever metals and so forth was needed most. I think it was still one of the community goals involved platinum and so forth, and I was mining the hell out of that and just dropping 1,320 tons of community gold platinum and just watching the money just roll in and choke a small horse. It was wonderful. Okay. Yep, so if nothing else, I've got a couple of moments from today's stream so far worthy of a couple of smaller reels and clips and so forth, including my autopilot actively trying to kill me just leaving this station here for the very first time. It decided to impale itself on some of these surroundings. Well, dumping it basically means not literally dumping it in the interior of a space station. I did do that accidentally once. It was very, very funny. But literally just dumping it on the market. So you go to some place where bio waste, for example, is a modicum of expense, and then you go to some place where it's just not in demand at all, and you just dump it on the market, and it was just a lot of fun that way. And as for that time that this is when I was still getting the bindings on my dual VKBs here settled and so forth, and part of me thought that it would be a good thing to have a dump all cargo button on the joysticks here, just in case I needed it. Turns out I didn't need it at all, but I accidentally hit the dump all cargo button for 1,320 tons of bio waste. I was leaving an Orbis station and accidentally hit it on the inside, so I'm trailing canister after canister of bio waste and accumulating fines by the bucket load. And nobody shot me. Nobody shot me, but I accumulated incredibly amazing the collection of fines for littering. And a friend of mine that was playing at the time, he was trying to dock in the station about 3 minutes later, and he said it was a nightmare, just all of these canisters of poop blocking up the mail slot and everything. Good times. Very good times.
Docking successful. Perform landing checklist. Greetings, Commander.
And as a result, yeah, I rebound the dump all cargo button to a key combo on my keyboard, and I have then went to the extra effort of completely forgetting what that key combination is. There's no chance I'm going to be able to do it accidentally, and little chance of me being able to do it deliberately. But that might be one of the things I will do for shits and giggles, is load up a Panther Clipper with something valuable, actually valuable, like load it up with 1,300 tons of platinum, and then just do aggressive wealth redistribution from the inside of the station out, and I'll just abandon the cargo going out and just say, okay, here you go, people, money. I'll just collect the fines for littering. You clean it up, and clean up at the commodities market later. Oh yes, the eternal. Can I have that in writing, please? Prompt. Do you really want to do that? The other option is just kind of point yourself at the chose track. Yeah. Boost towards the station and so forth. You're playing target shooting here and so forth, and then point your cargo scoop at the station, at the mail slot, eject all your cargo, and see how much actually goes through the cargo slot. The mail slot from a range of 8 kilometers. And would that prompt a lethal response? Okay, so I've got a couple of dumbass projects that I'm going to do in the next little while. Shotgunning with bio-waste and littering with platinum. See what happens. Who shoots me first? Should be fun. Okay, where is that ring? Okay, coming on the equator. We want to be coming in over the poles. So yeah, weekend was good. This stream is going well. It's had a few unexpected moments. And after all of this, I get to do some tidying up and then toddle off to bed for 6 hours or so. Okay, is that ring system going to jump out at me? Yep. Oh, did I catch it? Yes! Oh, caught that one. Absolutely brilliant. The malevolent ring system failed at getting another victim. Okay. Yeah, 6 hours is barely enough. Not gonna lie, there was times when my kids were younger, I was subsisting on 4. And oh man, I was a zombie at work during those days. There we go. Excellent. Right, construction services and... Mm-hmm. 4 more loads to go. So, Brandon, what do you do for a crust? Oh, sorry. What do you do for work? Sorry, just remember, not everybody speaks Australian. Oh, okay. Yep. Always one of the... Everybody thinks, you know, like the... Oh, that's right, yeah. That's right, yeah, sorry. I have the memory of a goldfish at times. Hey. Yep, so it's just, yeah. Not cybersecurity, internet banking security, so fraud analyst. So I just look at the patterns of human behavior and go, yeah, you're being scammed. How badly? And then we try and talk these people out of the scam event that they're in, and sometimes, you know, sometimes you're doing the right thing, but you feel like absolute shit while doing it. I mean, you know, so for example, I really hate having to work, like talk with people that are right eyebrows deep in the middle of a romance scam, because, you know, you're basically destroying them on two levels. The first one is the financial one, where you're explaining just how badly the situation they've gotten themselves into from a financial point of view. You know, I've spoken with people that have lost hundreds of thousands of dollars, you know, to these scumbags, and at the same time you're absolutely destroying a part of their life that was for them a defining pillar of their self. You know, while for them the relationship was real, and you're going in there and you're taking it apart piece by piece, brick by brick, and level by level, and it's brutal, and it's really just absolute. You know, you come. You know, I've had some phone calls for some conversations on the phone, and at the end of it, you know, I'm going, I really need about 3 or 4 really good stiff fingers of scotch. That's the balm. That's the trouble. There is sometimes they don't believe you because they're that deep in the scam, and other times they don't believe you because they don't want to believe you, because believing you means that they have to come face to face with the absolute shitstorm of consequences that are bearing down on them. I mean, you know, so in the grand scheme of things, you know, business email compromise scams, that's generally a one and done. Investment scams can be brutal, but the worst of the lot is the romance scam, because, you know, they can go on for months and years, and these people are investing huge portions of their own emotional real estate into this, and then you've got to come along and you've got to explain the damage that's been done, the damage that they've done. And then you've got to go and create more damage by ripping apart a relationship which for them was real as concrete. It's never a good feeling to like being at the cold, brutal wash of reality. And yeah, sometimes, you know, the people, they don't believe us, and some of them have been really heavily coached. You know, and some of them are actually complicit in scam events, and they're playing the victim to try and get us to be more lenient on them. So there's, it's my least favorite call to make, so like I said, with goods and services scams, it's a one and done thing. Business email compromises, one and done for the most part. Sometimes it's 2 or 3 invoices that get paid, but there's no emotional investiture in it. But but romance scams and investment scams, those ones are the brutal ones. Brutal for the people that are losing the money, and brutal for the analysts that are breaking the news. So thankfully for me, most of the time when I'm working cases and so forth, I'm just doing what's called same day reporting. So I'm picking up the cases that have been confirmed as scam or fraud and so forth, and I'm just doing the investigative work of, okay, where did the money go? How far did it go, and when did it go? So we try and then I just try and report transactions off to other financial institutions and try and get money back. And sometimes we have some really good wins. Sometimes we have some really brilliant wins, like we had a client last year that got caught up in a business email compromise scam, lost $10 million. That's how big these things can go. So lost $10 million, and we managed to get $8 million of it back. Like literally, I'm there complete reporting something like 50 odd transactions in with date, time, where the money came from, where the money went, and these were split up amongst a whole bunch of different accounts with the one other bank. And I got those reported while my colleague was still on the phone with the bank saying, lock these accounts down now. So we had a good win last year with that one. And also we do have our losses as well. Sometimes we have people that are hurting themselves, like literally hurting themselves. We have to, when. And so when we've it depends on how the compromises take place. Like, for example, the difference between a scam and a fraud. A scam is when you, the owner of the bank account, you play, you may be unwitting about it, but you do play an active part in the movement of funds. So you get talked into, moving the funds and so forth, or you pay funds to a new supplier or a supplier's new account and so forth without doing your due diligence, and then suddenly some scammer's got the invoice that you paid for. They've got the money that the invoice is supposed to be paid with. So if you play an active role in the loss, then that's a scam. If, on the other hand, you're not an active part of the scam event or the fraud event, and it happened without your knowledge, then you can get compensated by your financial institution because it's a fraud event. And if for example, the bank itself is played a role in the fraud event being successful, say, for example, ID takeover, so somebody phones up and pretends to be a customer, and for whatever reason we allow that impersonation to be successful, then obviously we're paying for the financial loss incurred by the customer because, hey, we buggered up. We got it wrong. So yeah, there are ways in which customers can get money back without formally getting their money back, because the money's been turned into crypto or been shot around the world and so forth, or turned into expensive purchases and hoiked off to other places. So compensation does happen, but and obviously there is scam insurance that you can buy, but my guess is it'd be the people that'd be buying that would be your larger companies and governments that'd be more involved with that. And of course, things like ransomware and stuff like that. You can get insurance for that as well. Okay, what am I doing in here? I'm going to go to the commodities market. That's right. Oops, I went right past it. But for the general part, cyber security and internet banking security and so forth, it's a numbers game. And unfortunately, people in my position and people in cybersecurity and so forth that are trying to react, prevent, and defend, we're playing a constant game of catch up, because the people that are at the other end of all of this, the fraudsters, the scammers, and the criminals, they're constantly coming up with new and interesting ways of turning legitimate services into vehicles and weapons of fraud. Wow. That just gets me. I mean, what sort of person would deliberately target a bloody hospital? Like, seriously, find these people and skin them alive, roll them in salt, set them on fire, and then throw them down a flight of stairs. But that could just be me being a little bit overreactive.
Detachment complete. Exit the station quickly and safely.
I don't know about exiting the station safely. The autopilot's in control, and that's got a death wish. And of course, AI is just making the whole thing much more interesting. Well, apparently the state-sanctioned hacking and ransomware and so forth is pretty much how North Korea pays for a lot of its operations at the moment. It goes out, hacks things, and then uses the profits to pay for Kim Jong-un's collection of fancies and comestibles and so forth, while his population starves around him. But also, they use it for buying weapons and stuff and so forth through the black market for the stuff they can't manufacture locally. So yeah, it's for North Korea, cybercrime is a legitimate industry. Okay, let's see. Come in over the top. There's the top over there. Oh, seriously? Another one? Which chucklehead is this? Member. Okay. Okay, so... And this will be interesting. It's going to get me first. The asteroid... Sorry, the ring system or the pirate? Or is it going to be a zesty combination of both? Okay, I think we're going to end up with Perfect Beast and Slard Ismarin. Probably going to be jumping into the line of fire of Brewer Corporation guns. Okay, let's get into... I did not know that. Yeah, my Panther Clipper doesn't have shields. It's got thoughts and prayers. Bye-bye, member. Ah, there you are. I think it may have scratched some of the paintwork. Oh, no, did some damage. Actually did some damage to me. Not a lot, but a lot. I like it when Brewer Corporation's guns are there to do the shooting for me. And I've noticed the construction platforms are a lot more deadly towards people that shoot in their general vicinity than actual stations and so forth, like a Coriolis station and Orbis. What's the other one? Orbis, Dodec, Coriolis. Orbis? Orbis. Oculus. That's it, yeah. Oculus station, yeah. Yeah, the big stations and so forth are absolutely, tame compared to the construction platforms that Brewer Corporation puts in their orbital facilities. And Brewer Corporation is very, very no nonsense about protecting their incoming cargoes. Brewer Corporation's the people you deal with when you're doing colony construction and so forth. So any stations you build, any installations, any ground facilities, Brewer Corporation does the building, you do the hauling of the materials for them. So... So Brewer Corporation, I think Squirrel Corporation also does the fleet carriers as well. Had to be done. Oh, look at that cute little face. Oh, yeah. Gotta say, carriers are brilliant. If you do deep space exploration and so forth, they are an absolute godsend. I was watching a YouTube video just yesterday. So there's this ridiculous planet out beyond the bubble, where the planet has got 45 G's worth of gravity, and this guy took himself, his fleet carrier. I can't remember what ship it was. Might have been an Anaconda, and the new Nomad. And the first time in the Nomad on the 45G, he ended up exploding himself rather effectively, almost immediately. And that was just, but with exploration and so forth, if you take a fleet carrier with you, you do not have to worry at all about losing about losing cartographic data or exobiology data, because you can just sell it off in your carrier, which helps pay for the upkeep of the carrier. Because you get money from the discoveries and so forth that you make, and there's a little bit of a tariff placed on the profits you make, which then go into maintaining the... You're allowed to leave, you're allowed to go out in the Nomad or an SRV in that particular amount of gravity, but you're not allowed that would not let him step out on foot. He tried, and it was saying external gravity conditions too high. No ground walking for you. Which neatly explained the reason for why there was not being any first footfall notation on that planet.
Confirmed contact. Perform landing checklist. Greetings, Commander.
Yeah, so give me a moment and I'll put a link to the YouTube video itself, or at least to I'll just do a link to the video, because it's got the location of this ridiculous world, just... How chunky do you like your gravity? Yeah, so a lot of fun there, and the Nomad's a lot of fun, and definitely makes exobiology less painful, especially some of the more reluctant specimens of life out there. Some of the Cactoida, some of the Fungoida, even some of the Osseous, that are hard to find. It just makes them easier to find. And because the Nomad can park pretty much anywhere, it's like a flying mountain goat, really. It can go anywhere. So I thought that the Diamondback Explorer was brilliant for zipping around in and doing exploration and so forth. But a Caspian with a Nomad is definitely doing it on easy mode. Alrighty then, let's see. Hours and hours and hours since my last meal. Time for that blood test. Okay, just take the slow and steady way into this while I do my blood sugar levels. There's my measure equal. Okay, so one blood pressure meter, one blood meter, and one hurty, sticky, pointy thing. Ow. Yeah, I'd add so much to exobiology, it's just not funny. Okay, so yeah, it's definitely... I've done exobiology without it, and I've gotten 2 ranks worth of elite out of it. But there was just sometimes there when I'm just roaming around in an SRV or roaming around on foot looking for a particularly annoying piece of life that is stuck in the stuck up the butt of a ninja mountain goat. You know, it's just, you know, yeah, the nomad makes it so much easier. Okay, roaring into this one. Okay, so definitely going to have to eat something before bed because blood sugars are below 5. Not bad, not good, not good. I'd forgotten just how tedious just regular... Aha! I saw you, Space Rocks. Trying to jump in and ninja me at the last moment. I saw you. Haha. Yeah, I'd forgotten how to... Yeah, I'm fine, you know, so like I got diagnosed with diabetes back in February, and they're still trying to work out if it's type 2 diabetes or late adult onset type 1, so it can go either way. The fact that, oh, okay, what am I doing? Okay, let's just not run into the construction platform. That was interesting. I had no idea what the hell I'm doing. Okay, it looks like I was... Okay, so as I was saying, you know, they're still trying to work out if it's late adult onset type 1 diabetes or not, but yeah, so... Generally speaking, though, the soft drinks that I did drink, or the sodas I did drink, they were all diet, so not a lot of sugar that was in there. It's just I found out while I was in hospital that my family does have something of a history of late adult onset diabetes on my mum's side of the family. So I didn't know that until like 4 months ago. So there's that. Yeah, so that was interesting. And if nothing else, it has helped me clean my diet up and pay more attention to the joys of veggies and so forth. Not much of a fruit eater, but I do enjoy my veggies. And oh, hello, hello, and thanks for the raid. Happy sex, happy place, and friends. Happy. Thank you for joining. Hello, everyone. So, for those that have just decided to jump in and pile on, just doing construction materials here. Okay, I've already done that. So, and talking about health issues and stuff like that. And yeah, so I'm busy just building up a Orbis station at the moment. Oh, okay, it looks like I'm going out to the community goal. Let's not. We're going to finish doing the titanium first. Okay, let's try that again without the balking. Okay, so that one. There we go. So yeah, just building up a station, one plipper load at a time. And for some strange reason, the pirates in this system, they've been very, very active today. Like, there was sessions I had last week where I went for hours without a single interdiction, and today I've had about 4 or 5 so far. It's just been interesting and intense. And on top of that, well, there's also this very, very dark and hard to see ring system near the construction point, and that's also trying to. No worries. Whereabouts are you, Happy Sex? Obviously, it's just past midday here in Melbourne, Australia. Oh, cool, near London, nice place. Yeah, UK is definitely one of my bucket list travel destinations. The US was until 3 in the morning. Oh, yes. Oh, that's right, yeah, because you're on daylight savings time now, aren't you? Yep. Yeah, so some places in the world I can't go to for my bucket list destinations because they've got various degrees of crazy involved. So obviously, I was really hoping to be in the United States for the 4th of July this year, but yes, sort of like then things went a little bit loopy there, and like tourists were being deplaned and sent back home without actually being able to set foot into the country because of something that they may have said on social media, or there's places in Russia that I'd like to go visit, but unfortunately the government there's had a bad case of rabies since, well, the early 2000s. So, but so far the UK has not had a dose of crazy breakout, so it's still on my bucket list there. But the only thing I think you can do is just lock the world away and hope it gets better. Or, do a Wonko the Sane and declare the interior of your house as being outside the asylum. But thankfully for me, I've always got Bali to go visit when I need to get out of the country, and they're not that far away. They're only about 6 hours away. Okay, second last collection of titanium for this particular build. Yeah, but you have to say, the politicians in your local elections and so forth are a different and interesting brand of crazy. Binface, for example, yeah. Howling Lord Such when he was still alive. Your politicians are interesting. Our politicians are just, well, for the most part, boring. Except for a couple in one nation that are boringly xenophobic. Yeah, the bloke with a bin on his head has probably gotten probably the sanest member of that you've got running for Parliament. Part of me thinks that you'd have to be mildly touched by the finger of madness to ever consider jumping into public office and so forth. And then I realised, no, wait, it's not filled with crazy people. It's filled with grifters and people that are looking out for themselves and obviously looking out for their mates. Various degrees of corruption and ineptitude. We certainly do get the politicians we deserve. Yes, and Count Binface is also, is there to. Yep. So good night, Happy Sacks. So thanks for the visit. Thanks for the raid. Yep. So and remember, Count Binface is there to remind us that life is way too serious to take that seriously. 07 Happy Sacks. Okay, let's. So where were we? We were talking about, before the raid, we're talking about my newly diagnosed life with diabetes and how it could be late adult onset type 1, or it could just be the more mundane type 2 diabetes. My specialist is still trying to work that out. The antibody test says it's type 2. The peptide test says it's type 1. And so they're doing more blood tests and letting them fight it out. Yeah, and it was downright scary when I got diagnosed and so forth. I had a blood test because I was feeling like crap throughout pretty much the entire month of February. I'm just going very, very, very lethargic and just couldn't do much of anything at all. My son drove me to the doctor, and the doctor looks at the screen and looks at me and says, "Doug, go to the hospital. do you need me to call you an ambulance? And so I said, no, my son's there. He can drive me to the hospital, and drove me to Sunshine Hospital. And I knew I was in trouble when triage, admissions, bed, less than 10 minutes. And that's when I found out my blood sugar level was 26.5. And my ketone levels were too high to measure. Okay, so am I going to get attacked by another pirate in the construction zone or not? Place your bets. Place your bets. You're type 7, you're not going to be a curved pirate. You might be a very weird pirate. Right, now, spot the ring system. Okay, I'm coming in too shallow. Okay, don't want to jinx things, but I might be pirate-free this trip. Okay, so faint ring system and even fainter ring system found. So, for those of you that joined in with Happy Sex and have chosen to stay around, thanks for your time. It is very much appreciated, and here's hoping I'm not too much of a disappointment for anyone here watching from home. So, thank you for sharing your time with me. Okay, now let's see if we can not faff the landing up like we did last time. Thank you. Okay, where are we? There you are. The construction gantry and let the suicidal auto dock take over. Should have asked Happy Sacks while he was here, you know, the guy who's running with the dustbin on his head, did he actually legally change his name to Count Binface? Or just, is that what he just calls himself when he's running for office? If anybody from the UK can answer that question for me, I would be eternally in your debt. Okay, last load of titanium, and I'll do a partial run of steel as well. Okay, and then obviously we'll be throwing myself in the general direction of the community goal, probably via the land of wealth and Suntil relics. Okay, so here we go again. Last run for titanium and partial run for steel. And one step closer to getting this station fully done out and kitted, and then I can go quietly in the corner and lose my mind. Okay, trying desperately to remember, did I eat this morning? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Okay. Right. I'm going to have to Google that question. Nobody's answering it, so I'm going to have to actually Google that and find out, count bin face. Is that legal change of name right? Or is it just a stage name? Right.
Access authorized. Please head directly for Bay 10. Automated docking initiated.
Okay, so we're in the last 40 minutes of the stream. Or maybe a bit longer, depending on how long it takes to get out to the community goal in a Panther Clipper that steers and sprints like a drunken narcoleptic cow. At the behest of a autopilot for whom the guide dog is definitely in need of an intervention because it's drunk, and the autopilot itself may have been programmed by the spirit of an enthusiastic kamikaze pilot. Oh, hello. That's right, yes, let's aim ourselves at the spiky bits of the toast rack. So 303 units of titanium to go. You couldn't even do final approach, you had to fluff that one up too. Sad.
Ship is on the ground. Ground crew dispatched. Greetings, Commander.
Okay.
Disengage from landing pad. Maintain correct lane on exit.
Oh, cool. What sort of stuff you're picking out of the wreckage and the rubble? Oh, 8 in a row. God. It's like the money's That looks like the money's kind of like joining you in the effort to save for a fleet carrier. And when I say joining in the effort, I'm thinking, you know, leaping into your wallet with mad abandon. So what is it? Low temperature diamonds, void opals? What's in those cores that you've been cracking?
You are clear of station restrictions. This is traffic operations. Signing off.
Some days you just have a really good day. Ooh, okay. Nice. So running the risk of terminal credits poisoning. Get in there, get in there. Yeah, piloting here would be just a little easier without, say for example, the invisible ring. About to be rolling in it. Okay, final delivery load for today's construction run. Yeah, it was a good haul today. I just have to work out where's my... There it is. So while that's busy auto-docking, it's time to point myself in the general direction of Synuefe relics. And there's that pirate I was expecting. Okay. Construction services. Transfer all. Yep, there. Right. Fill up on fuel. Clear the route and do it again. Right. Now, I do believe that the last time I was in Chernovsky City, Sauntil relics were in quantities significantly more than 100. Be interesting to see how far up it can go. Doing that. Commodities. We want the rares. Oh, come on. What's so bad that can happen, you know? Like I'm playing in open, in an unarmed, unshielded Panther Clipper. I'm going to a known hotspot for rare items. What's the worst that can happen? Besides which, you know, if you haven't been ganked once in Elite Dangerous, are you even Elite Dangerousing? Although normally when I'm taking my relic run and so forth, generally I'm playing in a private group or in solo. But I think, you know, if I'm streaming, I think I have to do it open and so forth. You know, human interaction, possible ganking. Let's just see what happens. Autism Reloaded. Right, huh? Okay. Cool! My first ever player versus player interdiction. Yay! Oh, cool. Bye-bye. Oh. No, it was a power play kill. I'm cool with that. No claims lost, no cargo lost, it's just me. Yeah, I probably was, but you know, what the hell. And hey, no rebuy. So I'm cool with this. And some people call that player versus player. I call it instant dock. Time to pick up my relics. I'll be right back. I'm just hearing knocking and bumping and so forth from a golden retriever who is definitely into something they shouldn't. Hey, I might get lucky. Okay, oh. Okay, let's see how interesting this gets. Okay, let's have a look. What have we got out there? Okay, we've got a Panther Clipper Mark II. No dramas there. Where's that power security? There you are. Okay, squirreled out of there. Oh, today has been the best stream ever. Oh, I loved that. Oh, that was just beautiful. I'm going to have to send a message to the guy that blew me up and thank him for the speedy docking. I was kind of like half, an even bet each way, you know. Somebody going to blow me up, or was the autopilot going to kill me? Oh, that was just... Okay, let's just have a look. Commander, overview logs. Okay, Commander destroyed by Commander L. Pitbull. I wonder if I can actually message him in game. Okay, social. What have we got here? Do. Oh. Ooh, okay, so we've got somebody out there with guns drawn. Mandalay. Okay. A sidewinder with pulse lasers is going to make Swiss cheese of this ship. Okay, how interesting is it outside the docks?
Norman Peterson, Whiskey Yankee Lima. We are honored to welcome you to this Imperial station. Approval granted. Please set down at bay 3-2. Initiating auto-docking protocols.
Hey, Mark Gamer, nice seeing you again. Okay, I'm pulling in behind that Panther Clipper there, just because I don't want to end up annoying a
2,000 meters from touchdown.
I don't want to annoy the local power patrol and so or power security force, because that would be awkward and embarrassing. Yep, so auto dock can bite my That's a lot of commanders out there. That's a lot of commanders.
Docking is completed. Begin lockdown.
Okay, let's just sell these Suntul relics before. That was fun. Oh, okay, I'm being accosted by an emotionally needy golden retriever. Do they come in any other variety? Yes, I know. Okay, let's go off and buy some beer. Commodity search. Oops, I forgot that. Okay, let's do that again. I've been here before, so I just need to... Come on. And where is it? There it is. Okay, be right back. I have to let dogs out. And back again. Okay, so quick load of beer, and I think we might call it a day. Oh, that was a lot of fun. Oh,
Ship is released. All clear, Commander.
oh, wow, traffic jam. Okay, now this is a reason for flying in solo or flying in a private group, not because of the gankers, but because of the traffic jam. Man, this is worse than the school drop-off zone at Leaks Road. Okay. Okay, can I squeeze this fat-ass panther past this mildly bemused anaconda?
There is a minimum clearance distance in operation in this vicinity. Please comply.
Okay, so bit of damage to the Duco, but other than that, not too shabby. And we didn't die this time. So I'll call that a win.
You are free of the restricted zone. This is the
And I should be
Imperial
okay
Flight
with
Operations Bureau signing off.
with the next system, because I reckon everybody's going for the higher ticket items such as consumer electronics and so forth, and leaving the lower price items off the shopping list because obviously they're not going to get as much money for it. So, and me, I'm just here to build up the numbers, and of course I'm Australian, so of course I'm going to bring the beer. Alrighty then. Oh.
Access granted. Please head directly for Bay 40. You are approved for
System
automated
authority.
dock.
Do we have a power security force? Nope. Excellent. Okay, so the autopilot is trying to kill me again. Step out, get the guide dog, get the cane. Right, we didn't die that time. Good. Okay, go in and fix the structural damage as well.
You are most welcome, Commander.
Okay. Okay, time for another job in another jaunt into the traffic jam.
Ship uncoupled. Maintain correct lane on exit.
Right.
You are clear of station restrictions. This is traffic operations. Signing off.
Okay, final jump into Facisi. How bad can it get? Okay. I do believe I'm going to be overtaken by a Panther Clipper. Right.
Welcome to this Imperial facility. We are delighted to receive you. Request approved. Please continue to Bay 10. Ready for automated docking sequence.
Okay, that's Power Security Force. I don't want to be any part of that.
Please reduce your speed, Commander.
What the hell?
Please refrain from reckless maneuvers within this facility. Stay on your current course, Commander.
Autopilot, why are you trying to kill me? Good Lord. Okay.
Landing successful. Begin lockdown.
Let's sell this stuff up, get myself patched up, and then we'll pack up and call it a day. Okay, that was a lot of fun, especially the unexpected explosion at the end. So we'll see you again on Wednesday, 10 a.m. Melbourne, Australia time, or UTC plus 10. So that'll be midnight UTC. In the meantime, while you're out there in the real world, encountering life beyond the PC and touching grass, be good, be careful, and don't do anything that I'd do, because that would be terribly, terribly boring and dull. I will see you all again on Wednesday. Bye now.